Just as I was enjoying a snack of fresh caterpillar fritters, somebody rang the doorbell. It was C.A.T, the snail mailman. He opened his big post bag, and inside was a registered letter for me. I sat down to see who had sent it. Oh no! The Spellbound examination board. This was serious. Witch Heckerty must present herself at C.A.T in Spellbound on Friday at noon exactly to sit her examination in spelling? Dratted tadpoles! Why can't they leave me alone? I asked Zanzibar, my cat. But I really knew the answer. You see, I had already failed my spelling exam 48 times, and now the board was giving me one last chance. Everybody knows that witches have to pass spelling tests. Not your kind of spelling, our kind of spelling. Our tests are very hard. They are complicated magic spells designed by the chief wizard of Spellbound. I was terrified. Something always seems to go wrong when I'm casting spells. I spent the whole of Friday studying and practicing. Then Zanzibar and I set off. But the weather was awful, and it was terribly windy. My broomstick, which has a mind of its own, kept flying upside down and backwards. It made me very dizzy, and Zanzibar clung on for dear life. As we zoomed into Spellbound, my broomstick spun round and round, and then suddenly it was completely out of control. I heard Zanzibar yell,
"Look out! Look out!"
Then, bang! We crashed into something and tumbled off the broom in a gigantic cloud of dust. We've made better landings. Zanzibar was shouting at me in a very deep, angry voice. And then I realized what was wrong. It wasn't Zanzibar. It was a very unhappy chief wizard, and I had knocked him flat.
That's no way to fly a broomstick. You need flying lessons, my girl. Help me brush this dust off my clothes. What disrespect! You barely deserve to be a witch.
Sorry, Your Excellency, I mumbled.
Be quiet!
Thundered the chief wizard.
Get out of here before I lose my temper.
C.A.T was packed with witches taking their spelling tests. The examiners were watching very closely. I was given a new test, specially prepared for me by the very same chief wizard I'd just crashed into. I was handed a jar of fireflies. They had to do 3 things, using only one spell. First, the fireflies had to fly in a big circle. Then they had to fly in formation to spell out this sentence. Every witch knows the chief wizard's spells. Finally, they had to flash their lights on and off. And I had just 5 minutes to do it all. I opened the jar very carefully and made 3 magic signs. The fireflies flew out and made a big circle over Zanzibar's head. Jumping Japonica! My spell was working. Next, I lifted Zanzibar onto my hat, and I whispered my secret magic words. Scrunchadilliac, flunkady! The fireflies started to dance wildly. I heard a noise and looked round. Everybody was bowing respectfully. Dratted tadpoles! It was the chief wizard. I began to shake all over. Please, little fireflies, get it right. Oh, please, I whispered. They seemed to hear me and started to get into line, blinking their little lights on and off. There, the words began to appear every which. Hooray! I shouted. Well done! That's perfect! N-O-S-E. Nose, the fireflies spelled out. Everyone began to giggle. My heart sank. The fireflies were blinking faster now. The words read, "The Chief Wizards." What was that? The last word appeared. S-M-E-L-L-S. Smells? Every witch knows the Chief Wizard smells. Oh, how awful! Everyone was roaring with laughter. Well, not quite everyone. The Chief Wizard was so furious he could hardly speak.
Silence!
He ordered.
Heckerty, you have failed. Again! For the 49th time! And what do you want?
An examiner was whispering in his ear. The Chief Wizard looked at him, and then at me, and then at him again.
The examiner tells me that Heckerty made only 3 spelling mistakes, and he reminded me that that is permitted. So, Heckerty, congratulations. You have passed. Here is your bronze spelling medal.
Thank you, I said. I was just starting to go home when the Chief Wizard stopped me.
Wait, I am not finished with you yet. You are a flying disaster, Heckerty. A menace to flies, bees, birds, butterflies, and everybody else. For the next 2 weeks, you can only fly with a certified, authorized trainer.
What's that? I asked. Zanzibar started tugging at my sleeve. To my surprise, he was waving a badge and smiling broadly. I read it carefully. It said, I am a C.A.T. Certified Authorized Trainer. Zanzibar, you are the best cat any witch could ever have. Thank you for being my friend. Want more? Click here. Every week. Love from Heckerty. Click to subscribe. For more adventures of Heckerty and Zanzibar, click here. Like us and share with your friends. Say goodbye, Zanzibar.